when ghosting a woman is absolutely necessary. Let's go on to talk about it.
I was just patient, never try skating. Fuck niggas hating.
Now, normally I wouldn't say ghosting is a good thing, especially if you have been with somebody for a long time. I mean, you guys have gone deep into a relationship, maybe even married and have children, bought a house together. Ghosting somebody under those circumstances, that's not something that I would think is cool at all. I'll be like, wow, that was messed up. You know what I'm saying? Having years invested in somebody and then they just fall off the face of the earth, but they're not unalived. Uh, that's messed up, and that is not what I'm referring to in this video. Okay, I'm talking about early stages of dating. You know what I'm saying? Why a man would be justified in ghosting a woman, in my opinion. Okay, because generally speaking, ghosting is a coward. It's a cowardly thing. You know what I mean? But sometimes, when you are having your time wasted by somebody, or you just feel like you're dealing with somebody who represents a different spiritual entity. I'm trying to word this a certain kind of way. Um, I'd get out of there. I wouldn't give any kind of explanation on anything. I'd ghost them, and I mean ghost them. Okay, I mean they do not know I'm about to ghost them. It came as a shock. They have zero communication and contact with me moving forward with life ever, and I don't ghost people temporarily. No, 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 no. If I ghost you, this is bye bye for good. Okay, so that's what I'm referring to in this video. Early stages of dating for clarification purposes, not fully vested, long term, deeply rooted connections, commitments. Nah, I would never ghost anybody under those circumstances. That is not right, not cool. I can't relate. I don't do that kind of stuff. Okay. Normally, when I break up with a woman, it's a conversation that we had. It was probably a continued conversation that we had, if I'm being honest, to where I keep on saying, I don't want to tolerate this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Okay, you know what? I'm out. That's how I'd break up with a woman. But in this video, I have 8 reasons why I feel like ghosting a woman is absolutely necessary. And I mean ghosting. Okay. Let's go right into it. Number one, if a woman catfishes you, okay, I'm talking about you looked at her profile, she's wearing a mask on her profile, all her pictures are neck up or chest up, and she's hiding her body type, and she's trying to get to know you for a couple of weeks before meeting up with you in person so that you grow some type of liking or feelings for her, only to find out that she isn't physically what you thought she was. Maybe the pictures on her dating profile or when she were in high school, now she's in her 40s. It's clearly the same person, but not the same place and time. So she looks attractive, in all her pictures. And then you meet her, she looks like an older woman. You know what I mean? It's like she's wrinkles and everything. It's like, what? I would definitely, if I met up with a woman, okay, in person, and she catfished me in any way, she's never gonna hear from me again. Okay, my reason behind this, I mean, I don't really need to provide a reason. I'm not the one who catfished, but if a woman catfished me, the reason why I would leave immediately and ghost her and block her on everything, and I feel like she deserves that, is because she deceived me straight out the gate. She like took my opportunity for making the decision if I wanted to deal with a woman who looked like her or was like her away. She didn't give me a shot. She took it for me. Okay. So this type of woman, I would definitely ghost. And I don't feel no kind of way about it and wouldn't care how nobody else feel about it either. Number 2 reason why I would definitely ghost a woman is if she reveals something to me later on that was pertinent, detailed information that I could have used to gauge if I wanted to be involved with a woman like her. Maybe like she lived with a roommate. Maybe like, not roommate, but a ex spouse or something like that as a roommate. Or maybe that she's still legally married. Or maybe that she doesn't live in the city or the state that I live in. Or, anything that I feel like, I could have, use to determine if I wanted to pursue her or not. Maybe she, has a lot of kids. If she's going to hide and withhold information that I could use to make a decision that I want to pursue this woman or not early on, when I find this stuff out, I feel justified in ghosting you. Okay, because there's no conversation that's going to rectify that situation. And I know there's going to be people that do this. Obviously, it happened to me. So I know that there's people out there that will withhold information that you should be aware of in order for you to make a decision to deal with them or not. But they're going to justify withholding this information from you because if I would have told you, then you would have judged me. This may be true, but at the end of the day, you can't make decisions for somebody else and expect them to be like, okay with it. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why I would definitely feel justified in ghosting a woman. Even not feel no kind of way about it. Like, you want to play those kind of games? I'm not even telling you I'm leaving. I'm out. Number 3, if she goes missing for a certain amount of time, 2 or 3 days, and then when she returns, she doesn't have a reasonable explanation. She tells me something lame like, I took a pill and I passed out and I've been sick or whatever excuse, like, excuse me. Excuse me, you guys. Whatever reason she has, like, that's unreasonable. It's like, no. If a woman goes missing on me and comes back with some lame excuse, I'm gonna be like, okay, no worries. I actually had a woman before. We actually tried to do a long distance thing. She lived in a different state, and we would talk every day, and I had fun talking to this woman. It was entertaining conversation, and every couple of weeks she would come down to my city and state where I live at, and visit me for about a weekend to a whole week, and it worked out like that. She would go back home, and it was cool. You know what I'm saying? The problem is she went missing on me for a whole week. And then I was calling her, she wasn't answering the phone. And then when she answered the phone, finally, she said, "Oh, my phone was on the charger." Yeah. I said, "Okay, no problems. Well, I'm glad you're okay." And after I got off the phone with her, she was ghosted. And I felt justified. Okay. And I never looked back. That's unacceptable. Okay. So I'm definitely going to ghost the women who try to play me like this. And I don't care what nobody think about it. Number 4 reason why I will feel justified in ghosting a woman. If she is getting into an emotional argument, fight with her ex, she's still emotionally attached to an ex, that's a turn off. If I'm sitting over there and her ex calls her phone and they're having an argument as if they're still boyfriend and girlfriend right in front of me, I don't know where we at. Let's say we in the car. Whenever she gets out that car, my window is going to go up, my door is going to get locked, and she's going to get blocked. Okay? And I wouldn't feel no thing about it. Like, that is what? Why would I be dating a woman who's sitting there emotionally involved with another man? I'm clearly a pastime activity. I would ghost a woman under those circumstances without a shadow of a doubt. And I don't care what nobody think about it. Number 5, these women who claim to be independent but ain't got no kind of legitimate source of income. I am tired of this. I don't, as a man, I don't care how much money a woman makes. It is not going to put you in a higher rank. If you make $100,000 or you make $300 a month, it's not going to put you higher in rank. That's just how I am as a man. I'm not going to value a woman more because she makes more money. Because the fact of the matter is, she doesn't spend her money on me. She doesn't go to work and give me her paycheck. Her money doesn't benefit me in any way, shape, or form. Unless she happens to be one of these women who believe in building with the man. But even under those circumstances, me as a man, I would be more concerned with what I contribute to our lifestyle than what a woman contributes to our lifestyle. So regardless if a woman agrees with this take or not, that's not, we men, we don't care how much money a woman makes. We know you're gonna go buy bags and get your nails done and your 30-inch weaves and all of that stuff. We are gonna have to pay. Yeah, we might go buy rims and beat in our trunk and all that stuff too. But the stuff that's being taken care of, like houses and mortgages and rent and car note, car insurance, cell phone, internet, all of the streaming services, all of that stuff we're going to be thinking about taking care of. I know if you're a man like me, then you're thinking that that's what you got to take care of. So when you do get a couple of free spare dollars, you might go to the casino, you might have a couple of drinks, you might go to the bar, you might do something to make yourself feel like, okay, well, I'm working for something other than just hard work going strictly towards the bills. You might want to do something for yourself, like buy a pair of Jordans or something. Okay. But a woman, she's going to do a whole lot more shopping, a whole lot more shopping therapy, I might add, you know what I'm saying, where she has to spend money impulsively in order to keep herself feeling like her esteem is leveled out. So we don't care how much money a woman makes. We already pre-assume that most of that money is going to be spent on whatever she wants anyway. Okay. So if a woman claims to be independent, but she needs someone to take care of her, she needs somebody to pay her bills, this is a contradiction, and this is a ploy. She's looking for somebody that she can use, but at the same time, she claimed to be independent. I'm ghosting her. I'm not. I don't care what her justification to this is. I'm out. I'm not tolerating this anymore. 2025, that's out. You ain't independent if you ain't got no job. You ain't independent if you ain't self-sustainable. You're not independent if you still need help from somebody else. Whether it's your mama, your sister, your daddy, your boyfriend, your children. If you're not self-sustaining or self-sustainable, you are not independent. Number 6, if she cancels and flakes on more than one date, it's a wrap. All of these, like I said in the beginning, are pertaining to the early stages of dating. Okay. But if she cancels or flakes, well, if she flakes, that's different from canceling. Flaking is like not showing up at all. Okay. She does that one time, I'm probably going to be like, I'm good, because that shows a lack of respect. A lack of respect for me as a man and a lack of respect for my time. But if she cancels on multiple dates in a row after the second time, it's a wrap. She doesn't have access to me anymore. I'm not interested. She's trying to date me at a time in her life where she's not available to date, or she doesn't have her schedule doesn't allow for her to date, and it ain't the right time. She need to take care of whatever she got going on before she try to date. Because I'm not the type of man that's going to be sitting there waiting weeks and months and for her to respond, I'm sorry, man, my car broke down. My child was sick. He broke his leg. That's why I flaked on you 2 times in a row. She won't even be able to say that. When she goes to text my phone, the message is going to show up green because she's been blocked. And I don't care what nobody think about it. Number 7, if she's not raising her own kids and doesn't have a legitimate reason why. Let me explain. If she is physically healthy and she's not in prison or in jail and she has a job and she has a place, but her kids live somewhere else, her kids aren't in her custody, her kids live with her sister, her kids live with her mother, her kids live with their father, which that happens, okay? But there's no reasonable explanation as to why. Let me explain my personal views on this. Okay, I have kids. I'm present in my kids' life. And I prefer to date a woman who has kids as well. But not only because of that, because I have kids, but that is one reason why. But I also that's one of the values I look for in a woman, is a woman who has a nurturing spirit. I tried to talk to this one girl one time, and she had 2 kids. One kid lived with her mother, one kid lived with the kid's father, and she was living with her friends, co-parenting. And I was like, this woman didn't appear to be handicapped or disabled or strung out or mentally unstable, but her ins and outs are none of my business unless I'm trying to date her. All of your ins and outs become all of my business. The same thing would apply if you try to date me. You might want to know my situation so that you know what you're getting into. Okay. I can't see myself dating a woman who has kids that she's not active in their life when I'm an active father. It just something about that reads that she is a deadbeat. Something about that reads to me that she probably has no patience for the kids. She probably had kids before she was ready. She's not ready for that kind of commitment. And it's like, well, I can't have that kind of person around my kids. That's not smart. Okay, it's not smart to have a woman who doesn't have sharp nurturing skills when it comes to children around my children. I'd ghost this woman. Okay, having kids isn't the problem, and having kids that live with their father isn't the problem. But I'm gonna definitely want to know why you aren't taking care of your own kids. Why is your mother taking care of your kids? Why is your grandmother taking care of your kids? You're sitting here right with me on this date. You're throwing back shots and you're partying. You got all these Gucci bags and Fendi purses and tight Louis Vuitton clothes on and all this stuff in the club every weekend, turning up, smoking, but you ain't got your kids. I don't care what nobody say. That's not for me. And number 8, if this woman ever embarrasses me while we are on a date, she will be ghosted immediately if I don't get up from the table and walk away. If she doesn't know how to hold herself with class, if she's going to disrespect the waitress, if she's going to make a donkey out of both of us by raising her voice and yelling and being belligerent in public, if she's going to show her ass and embarrass me to where I look like a fool for entertaining her, and I'm no reason why, she will be ghosted immediately if I don't just get up and jump in the car and leave her there. Okay? This was just a little fun little video right here. Nothing too deep. But if you have a reason why you'd ghost a woman, go ahead and leave it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? But I would definitely ghost a woman under these. I thought to myself, like, ghosting being it's not a good thing. I'm aware of that, but I still will ghost a woman under these circumstances. Absolutely. I don't feel like I need to explain to her, hey, because the way you acted, that's why I'm no longer talking to you. That I wouldn't even have that conversation. It would be 2 fingers. All right. If you like this video, if it resonates with you, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe. Excuse me. If you're new to my channel, though, my name is Jerome, and this has been yet another episode of The Superb Word. Until next time, 2 fingers, y'all. All right.